Okay, so bro, what is that? No. Like, genuinely, what am I looking at right now? Because that is not a fish. That has a face. It has a...
Yes. They always show you who they are. This is Jack O'Connell at the Oscars wearing fangs.
Someone, somewhere, always knows the truth. Maybe it's buried, maybe it's hidden, or maybe it's waiting for you.
So bro, what is that? No. Like, genuinely, what am I looking at right now? Because that is not a fish. That has a face. It has a chest. It has teeth, like actual individual teeth. That thing has a jaw. That's a sea person. Like, I'm dead serious. That is what our ancestors were talking about. Every culture on Earth has these beings in their history, and we just decided one day to call it mythology and move on?
Just saying that Cheetos survive, so maybe nobody should eat Cheetos, because this is what the rest of the house looks like. Yeah. So I'm done eating Cheetos. Never eating that shit.
Looks like Cheetos is fireproof, huh?
Why are the celebrities trying to do TikTok? You're an actor. You play a character. That's your job, to pretend to be someone else. I don't care about your opinion. In the real world, you're not a real world person. You're an actor. You're a pretend character.
Realmente, esto es increíble.
No, pero ahí no es ponerle de donde sacaste.
Ahí está. Shawarma Arabia. Santo Humo. Casi cuartanillo.
Was somebody off and on a bug or something?
Anybody else think they're just making shit up on this dinosaur documentary? Just in passing right now, they said, oh, and one time it rained for 1,000,000 years. What the fuck are you talking about? 1,000,000 years? That's not even a real number. 1,000,000 years, and you're gonna laugh at creationists because they think that it rained for 40 days and flooded the whole Earth? 1,000,000 years? Shut up, dude. What do you want, Camino? Get out of here.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Where people in New York City are just built different.
Oh, that's crazy! Is this a deceit or something, right? Oh my god!
Like an everyday thing in them, huh? So disgusting.
Can anyone explain what this orb is? It looks like a leaf that's falling down gently, but we know it's not a leaf. It has a glowing feature within it, and it doesn't fall to the ground. You can't say it's wind because the leaves around it are not moving. It is rising gently, illuminating. It is something, but it's not a leaf.
Hey, I couldn't help but notice this little thing on old Henry David. See that little mark right there? Boy, it sure looks an awful lot like that one on L in. You see that? And your boy Elon, he sure matches up really darn well with Werner von Braun, who just happened to write a book in the 50s about a guy exploring Mars named Elon. Oh, and good old
Let's take a look.
What do you think's in there?
I don't know. I guess nothing.
Oh!
You can literally see the person holding up. Come on now.
This cookie from Whole Foods, right? This is the ingredients. This is the cookie. Watch this. It zaps. So I put pizza in the microwave. No zapping, no nothing.
If you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit the like button so it gets shown to more people that need to see it. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so you know when I make a new video. And the more support I get for making these videos, the more I can make videos. My biggest goal for this channel is get 100K. So let's get there by summer.
I just saw a gentleman claim that he was on the Ellen DeGeneres show because he was a child prodigy chess player, and that just after he got off set, he looks to his right and sees Ellen's dressing room door open. It was open just enough that he can see her manually dislocating her jaw, embodying an entire Gelson's rotisserie chicken in one gulp. She then turned and looked at him and hissed. He sprinted all the way to his dressing room and tried to tell his mom, but she didn't believe him. And I'm pretty sure that's not the first time somebody has told a similar story about Ellen DeGeneres. And a lot of people in the comments are saying, are you sure that was a rotisserie chicken? Let me know what you think in the comments.
I thought that was normal for you to go in your car and just inhale the Costco rotisserie chicken. That's not normal? In all seriousness, though, it wouldn't be surprising if she did something like that. She always been a type of person that just never shuts up, always cutting somebody off. Almost like her jaw is just loose, right? So I could definitely see her transforming and doing something like that.
Waymo cars don't drive themselves. Nope. They are being remote control driven by people. People? Who are these people? So this is where it gets interesting. Those vehicles are being driven by prisoners. Prisoners where? All over the country. They started a program called Locked In, Drive Out. What that means is prisoners who are driving the Waymos can get time off of their sentence for every day that they drive a customer without an accident. That's amazing. So they're driving remote inside prison? My cousin was in this program. He took 2 years off of his sentence because of it. Wow. That's really cool. I love second chances, so I'm going to take a first chance and get into a Waymo soon.
I'm good. Free labor, right?
I had to show y'all a video from home, man. I had to show y'all this video in Haiti that's circulating. The Bulletproof Haitian Man, this is what it's called. But do y'all see them shooting at my boy? He sitting there taking that shit like Luke Cage, man. I ain't never seen no shit like this, so I had to show y'all. What y'all think about this video? Let me know in the comments. And how I got this video, my grandma sent it to me because she's at home right now back in Haiti. And this video is trending right now, and I wanted to show y'all firsthand. Is voodoo really real? Can we really do like this on Funnel Grade? It's crazy.
My question is, if things like this are possible, is it being used in a scientific setting for advancements for us, or they just don't use it at all?
Now that you know reptilians walk among us, here are 3 activities that they enjoy. And if you suddenly feel called out, well, that's not my fault. Number 1, they love learning about the Roman Empire. Reptilians are naturally drawn to strategy, conquest, and empire building. So if your YouTube algorithm keeps recommending things like Roman battle formations, ancient military tactics, or how the Roman legions conquered Europe, well, that might not be random. Number 2, they love intense competitive events. Things like the Super Bowl, championship fights, or high-stakes sports. Reptilians love dominance hierarchies, strategy, and watching warriors compete. To them, it's not just a game, it is tribal combat with better uniforms. And number 3, they love spending time underground. I'm talking dark caves, man caves, bunkers, and basements. If someone you know feels unusually comfortable in cool, dark, enclosed spaces, well, that might be their natural habitat talking. So if there's someone in your life that comes to mind that loves everything about the Roman Empire, lives for championship sports, or builds elaborate underground spaces, well, there's a chance that you found another one.
You know who that reminds me of? He was on the last video, Mark Zuckerberg. He was sweating in a jacket and it wasn't even that hot. He loved the Roman Empire to the point that his hairstyle literally is off Julius Caesar, right? He loved going to sporting events. He does MMA, and he got a bunch of bunkers. That sounds like almost every billionaire, doesn't it?
What is the gray goo hypothesis, otherwise known as black goo? What happens if you ever build a microscopic machine that can copy itself? This idea started with the work of John von Neumann, one of the most respected mathematical and scientific minds in history. Von Neumann studied the logic of self-replicating machines long before nanotech was even a word. Decades later, engineer K. Eric Drexler popularized the nightmare molecular scale assembler scenario, otherwise known as the gray goo scenario. The idea is that molecular scale assemblers could replicate exponentially, turning organic matter into raw material for more machines. In this scenario, what starts off as a microscopic dot within an hour could swallow up an entire nation, and within a day it could swallow up all the organic material in our solar system. This idea is taken very seriously. There are even billionaire bunkers specifically designed for this scenario.
This same exact kid in this video went missing in 2019. That kid went missing? Fam, yes. Benjamin, look, in 2019, and he got found in the file. In the files? Yes, fam.
Did you know how many kids went missing at Chuck E. Cheese? There's so many kids that would be kidnapped and taken at Chuck E. Cheese because that's a hot spot for predators to come and take them. Think about why they use pizza in code word, right? And what does Chuck E. Cheese have in common? Pizza. They sell pizza.
I think Shane Dawson did one. It's like, do they recycle their pizza?
Yeah, dude, there's like a whole conspiracy with like the pizza being different sizes. But just the concept of it, like, oh, how are you getting these kids? You get it at the place that serves pizza. If you guys remember going into Chuck E. Cheese and then they give you a stamp with a light, can you remember?
Yeah, I do.
You know what that's for?
No, man.
They checked that. They had to include that later on in our childhood because so many people and so many kids were getting kidnapped. So your number has to match with the people you're leaving with, because if they don't match, then it's suspicious.
Do they even do that nowadays?
Yeah, they do it now.
They still do it?
They do it now. But back in the day when Chuck E. Cheese was first a thing, that wasn't a thing.
I recall them doing that when I was a kid. I used to go all the time back in the 90s. That's crazy. That's why they had the numbers line up like that.
Apparently, like 20 images of UFOs got leaked on Reddit. They're allegedly from a government program that's studying them. Now, look at this one picture of this UFO. This one freaks me out. I don't even think we have that technology or it exists. These images look like they were captured on military equipment or some type of Navy jet. Now, there are some parts that have been blacked out on the bottom and sides, and I think that's like the navigation stuff from these military aircraft. Now, why would you black that out if these are fake? They've clearly been studying and researching them for decades. We even had that UAP disclosure hearing in Congress where they said that Navy pilots were encountering these on a daily basis off the coast of California and Florida. Could these be aliens, or could they be interdimensional beings? Have they always been here? All this stuff is so freaky and a little suspicious if you ask me. I feel like there's a lot of momentum right now and they might be preparing us for something in the next coming years.
Life glitches caught on camera.
Guys, look, there's no one here. No one in this corner. Look at this. Still, nobody here. Look at my left camera.
I'm guessing you've all seen the videos about how our timelines are messed up. Like how it doesn't make sense in my brain that Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire. But there's so many more of these weird history overlaps that I want to share with you today. And you already know that if you love the dark and spooky, you'll love the podcast. This one really got me, but Ruby Bridges, the first black child to attend an all-white school, is still alive, and she's not even 70 years old yet. John Tyler, the 10th president of the United States, had a grandson that died in 2020. Charlie Chaplin and Ludacris, alive at the same time. Harriet Tubman was born in Thomas Jefferson's lifetime and died in Ronald Reagan's lifetime. This one is absolutely the craziest to me, but Betty White was born 7 years before Anne Frank. And T-Rexes were around closer to humans than to Stegosauruses. Basically, they were around closer to iPhones than to other dinosaurs. And last but not least, Helen Keller died the year Tony Hawk was born.
I just found out there's a restaurant chain in the United States that if you connect the dots on the map of where these restaurant locations are, it forms pentagrams in 7 different cities. Now, I don't like using ChatGPT, but I had to ask it one question. What are the odds of a restaurant chain in the United States making the restaurants on the map make up pentagrams in 7 different cities across the states? One word answer only: astronomical. The restaurant chain in question? Outback Steakhouse. You may be thinking, this one in New York City is just a coincidence. It's surely not a recurring theme here. Here's another one in Indianapolis. Pentagram, upside down. Here's another one in Florida, shaping a pentagram. And there's even more. At this point, the odds of that being in one city maybe are extremely low, but multiple are absolutely insane. So then, who owns Outback Grill Restaurant Action Steakhouse? Well, their parent company, I did some digging, is Bloomin' Brands. So then you got to follow the money. Who owns Bloomin'?
So you trying to tell me there are restaurants that's pretty much using the pentagram symbol to energy harvest people? So it's not the food that's making you tired when you leave?
Please show you who they are. This is Jack O'Connell at the Oscars wearing fangs. It's not Halloween or anything like that, so why would he want to wear fangs? Unless this is his true self. I really don't know what is going on here, but this is very bizarre because every single time they show you exactly what they are about. They show you exactly who they are, and this is no different with Jack O'Connell and the Oscars, because every single time they show you who they are. They show you who they serve. And guess what? They serve the devil. They serve Satan. So, again, it's no surprise at all that he chose to wear these things. Or could this be who he really is? If you know, you know.
They really do put it right in front of our faces, and then they call us crazy when we call them out.
There is an underground ring of very bad people. They gather to eat children.
Yeah, well, it's a very disturbing theory.
Are there enough children to go around? Do you eat them on sight, or do you take them home? Are there dipping sauces?
I'm getting the feeling that you don't want to help children.
No. I love children, all kinds. Girls, boys, barbecue, sour cream and onion, Cool Ranch.
Look at the script from the sketch. They're literally naming everything. The elites, the underground lists.
That girl says she is not finna give her money to a loophole. And I believe her because she got an accent, so I know she know what she talking about. Everybody who ate Tina Knowles gumbo, this gumbo, the reason why y'all sick is because y'all don't know what the she put in that damn gumbo. And see, if you know anything about Lugo, you know that they last for 101 days. The curse lasts for at least 101 days. That means whatever the going on with y'all stomach right now, you finna feel that for the next 2, 3, 4 months. And what's crazy is that y'all ran out there to buy this gumbo just because Tina Knowles' name is behind it. Talking about, oh, we might be eating human remains, but 16 to 18 hours to make gumbo. And yes, you do not eat gumbo. You don't cook gumbo in the heat. You just don't do that. Anybody who's cooked gumbo should know that. And why would a woman that's otherwise wealthy be out here selling $25 cups of gumbo? Do y'all even use y'all brain sometimes before y'all just run out here and try to, because y'all want to be a part of something?
An American Airlines pilot just reported a mysterious flying disc while landing in Philadelphia.
There was
Listen
some
to
sort
this.
of like flying disc that just went over us at about 1,300 feet.
Is it a flying disc?
I'm not really certain what it was.
Roger, I'm not seeing any targets on the scope, but I'll let everyone inbound know, thanks.
Yeah, Tower American 3013, ILS 27 right.
American 3013, Philly Tower 1320 at Niner, right 27 right. Clear to land, use cause previous route reported a flying disc at 1,300 feet. They said it flew over.
Okay, clear to land, and we'll be watching American 3013.
American 1837, high speed, kilo spot 6, contact ramp. Can you have any more specifics about that disc just for some reports?
I really don't. It was black, and that's it, unfortunately.
Do you think it could have been a drone?
It didn't look like it.
Was it like frisbee sized or?
Potentially, yeah, frisbee, disc golf, maybe a balloon. I don't know. It definitely wasn't a balloon that had air in it.
Roger.
Is that the reason why it's been such delays on people in the airport? Because I've been saying everywhere too that people been waiting for days because their flight has been delayed that long. Maybe it's a bunch of UFOs up there stopping people from going in the air. Can't stand dolls, man.
It's a dark force. Because she told me, well, I'll tell you what she told me. This is what I put in writing, part of it. She said there are people in power. I put this in writing in 2012. She said there are people in power. And I'm not going to say where she focused my thoughts on that, but they're scripted in the book of Revelation to bring about Armageddon and the end of the world. They're doing it intentionally, and that's what she told me. And that's the very thing the main meat of the whole message I sent to these generals. So it makes sense, right?
Who is they?
I don't know who they are. I think they're Satanists. I think they're people that worship the dark force, that don't care for humanity and human life. And in fact, they're the total opposite of, they worship the devil. Or I don't know if there is a devil. I think it's a very dark force that is living full of dark entities that feed on you parasitically, like they'd be non-physical. They shape-shift. They take your mind over. They make you do crazy things. They deceive you, make you kill somebody, go crazy. Where the angelic world or the physical beings, they can come in here and light. These beings are made of light. The dark force is a parasitic race, and whoever's aligned with that is, according to the mother, the lady, is scripted in the book of Revelation. They don't want it to happen.
Why do they want it to happen?
I think it's the dark force. I think that they want to snuff out God. They don't want us to have God in our heart. Why do you think they did evolution? That's the biggest, dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. That every living thing come from a mud puddle, and it can't.
Definitely do think there are forces out here that are making things worse. I don't know if I'm cynical enough to say the end of the world, but definitely making things much worse. If you look at our time, even compared to like 20, 30 years ago, there were some uncertainties, but not like how it is now. It's like people, they just put it right in front of our face now. Back in the day, they were hiding. I don't know how it was, like the 60s through the 80s, because obviously I wasn't born, but I do feel like we could hit the World War III for some of the dumbest reasons, in my opinion. I don't know. It seems like people are definitely more divided. And then if you look at some of the theories we talk about this channel, Prison Planet, that maybe they are using that energy, causing chaos and stuff, using that to energy harvest, then yeah, I definitely think that could be true. Personally.
If you're doing something wrong in them DMs on Instagram, your ass is going to jail. Instagram just put it out there that they're about to start reading everybody DMs. You heard what I just said? Instagram just announced that they're about to start reading your DMs. And whatever you say can be held against you. So starting May 8th, Meta is getting rid of end-to-end encryption. And if you don't know what that is, that basically means that those messages that's in your DM, the ones that you ain't supposed to be sending, they know about. They're going to be able to read them. End-to-end encryption is basically your message being scrambled up so nobody won't be able to read it. Now that shit is gone. Meta is basically saying if you want end-to-end encryption, you need to go on WhatsApp. Other than that, your shit is theirs. You got people saying that they're going to use your DMs to train AI, the shit that they've been doing. But then you got to think deeper than that. Once they train AI and AI sees some suspect in your DM, what's going to happen? They're going to alert the authority. And once they alert the authorities, your ass is going down. You see, Instagram got a habit of doing shit that nobody didn't ask for. I need you to listen to this. Anything that you put illegal in those chats, they're definitely going to send over to law enforcement. This is the type of shit that make you move different. Move different. We might have to get off of Instagram, man. I'm out.
People who use Instagram for illegal activity, that'd be really stupid, but there's a lot of stupid people out here, and that's why a lot of people get caught doing stupid stuff, crime-wise. I guess it wouldn't be all that surprising. It's not including other stuff like cheating, flirting, and everything else. Same with the FaceTime there. FaceTime with the nudity and all that stuff. I wouldn't even trust WhatsApp if I was doing stuff like that. Would it make sense to use a burner phone if you're doing crazy stuff that you have to worry about the authorities? And even that is kind of tricky nowadays unless you're using cash. I don't know why people would use Meta products. They all suck. But hey, who am I to talk? I use a Meta headset sometimes. So, I don't use any of that social stuff because I don't trust it.
Yo, what the f- is this? Like, what is that? What the f? Just went up and down, all sorts of directions, and not just disappear. What the f? Yeah. You got airplanes coming up over here. Can't see that, but that shit's right there. Airplane. You see airplane, look at there it is. Airplane and a dot. See, that's not moving the way the other one was. What the f?
I don't think that was a meteor or anything of the sort like that, type of debris or anything. I think that was something like surveilling the area, some type of supernatural or I don't even think that was a UAP. They're like some type of supernatural that was watching the area. That's what it looked like to me. That looked very strange, especially how it went out and then it came back in. It wasn't like being controlled by gravity. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't going down like a meteor. It was definitely going in a circle watching what was going on.
Are people here that have the ability to predict the future, and Chris Bledsoe was one of them. But when he told people what happened to him when one of those orbs came down and spoke to him, y'all thought he was lying. If you don't know, Chris Bledsoe told the Pentagon in 2012, and one of these orbs that he saw came down out of the sky and was a woman. And this woman told him that she was the divine feminine. He also told him something that was going to happen in 2026. Mind you, this is in 2012. She basically told him the world is about to change because they can't lie to us anymore. The veil is broken. We are living in the age of Aquarius. But it's not what she told him, it's how she told him. She told him that when Israel and Iran exchanged missiles, she told him in 2026, when Israel and Iran exchange missiles, the veil is going to be broken. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this.
I'll tell you what they
Listen.
recently.
Listen to this man.
Was, and I put this in writing to the Pentagon in 2012 when I told this. Okay?
2012.
One thing she told me was, when you see Iran and Israel exchanging missiles, and I saw it. The way she tells me is a vision of, I see it like a living picture screen. I could see the rockets flying. Then all of a sudden, orbs appeared out of the ocean and everywhere.
This is crazy.
And I told the government, if this happens, the orbs are going to appear and wake people up and stop it. That's what she told me.
April 2026.
Yeah.
And okay, you know you've put yourself in it there, Chris.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's going to be Chris Bledsoe says April 2026 is when it all happens.
But I can tell you this: when I told this to the government about 2026, I just repeated what she told me. They immediately put remote viewers on. And all of a sudden, all the remote viewers are saying, "Oh my God, 2026, 2027, something is going to happen."
This man said when he told the government put remote viewers on her. You're right. Okay. I'm out.
I guess we'll see next month, huh? I don't believe none of the future prediction because they're always wrong.
Offspring in their publications as their children, their offspring. They refer to your offspring as kids. You have kids because you're just like a goat.
Sheeple.
You're sheeple.
We are being led like sheep to the slaughter. I don't know if you've ever seen sheep go to the slaughter, but they are generally led by a Judas goat. The Judas goat will bring them all the way up the ramp, and right before they drop the trap on the sheep, the Judas goat steps to the side.
When you understand that Europe dominated the world for almost 1,600 years and the Vatican dominated Europe, the Vatican dominated the old world order. Those banking families that were the Roman Catholic banking families of Europe were the powers of the world. They dominated the world. With the coming of America, America becomes known as the New World. Remember Columbus discovering the New World. When we hear the word New World Order, we're talking about a fraternal order of power, religion, money, operating out of the New World, America.
But a satanic, occultic, evil form of power. The big picture, they want it all. They want to enslave your child, your wife, your mother. There isn't anything that you ever had. There isn't anything that you own.
It really wouldn't be surprising if that is true because what runs the economy? Human labor, pretty much. The majority of the people that work seems to run this country and run the world. They don't want you to know that, so they kind of brainwash you to get you to care about things like the Kardashians and pointless stuff like that instead of paying attention to what's really important. And when something crazy goes down, they distract us like a carrot on a stick to something that doesn't really matter or it seemed like it mattered at that time and then it just disappear. You never hear about it again, except for a select few that want to talk about it. Perfect example is I couldn't even tell you what was going on at the time. You remember the clown clown craze? I don't remember what was going on at the time, but it definitely was a distraction. Never heard about it again. Because all it takes is a few people to do it, even the people that's going to copy it, because they want likes and stuff, or they want the attention, and then you got the real people out here doing it, probably getting paid to do it. So